direction right according to the time of day you're doing it. Okay? We're doing a lunar salutation, which is the female end of things, and the direction of rotation is this way. Anti, or as you say in North America, counterclockwise, this way. All right? So what goes with this way is the suffix tone which is easy to remember because it's female, right? There are little ways of remembering at this stage. I did come up with something quite ridiculous in Hawaii. I can't remember where I went. Yes, it was a kind of a put down on guys. It's something about guys being right, rotational direction, in the morning. It's shocking. Oh yes, electrical. Shocking that guys are right in the morning. Or something like that. But make them up. But anyway, we're talking about, I guess it this way. So, and then that's, when I ask you to start, you begin to build up the tone. And try and create a little melody, try and create a relationship with yourself rather than going, as I did to begin with, you know, it's all sort of ridiculous. But try and develop, you know, I'm just a guy who know I'm in here with it. So develop it. Now we build it up like we have done already, so you know what to do brilliantly well. Okay, then I'll ask you to sort of come down gently again. So you come to a standstill very slowly, alright? Not too fast because you probably fall over. And then we do 3 rounds of the one line Shabari times. And now I'll tell you reverse spin. Okay, and what we do then is we spin in the male direction to finish. Alright, in the mornings you start with the male direction and finish with the female one. In the evenings you start with the female one and finish with the male one. And doing the rotation in this direction and the male suffix, which is ra, and try and vary it.
That's right.
Now, to finish a salutation correctly, what you would do is to sing 3-4 rounds of the Almeida whilst you follow the rotational direction you began with. So this evening we're doing female, so we actually use the original, the first cycle of rotation this way round, and we'd sing the Almeida whilst doing a little ceremonial circle this way. Having done 3, we then slow down and reverse and do 3 more verses of the Almeida to finish. And that's basically the 4 components of the salutation. All right.
And what you're going to do with this is you're making that Merkaba that right now is trying to spin on the Christos spin because you're running D12, but the planetary grids are making it go in the wrong way. You're going to go boom like a hula hoop and get it spinning in the right direction. And you're going to do the same with the top one. And this, remember, goes into your DNA template, your Kathara grid. This is called Merkaba healing. It's the beginning of Merkaba healing. Okay.
Excellent. Now, one other thing. Whilst we do this, we're correcting the spin rate. As you grow more comfortable and accustomed to concentrate on the simple things you have to do, like spinning and making the noise, you'll remind your Merkaba that you want the spin speed to be, in the case of 11 2/3. In the case of Ra, 33 1/3. So whilst you're toning, you just project the mental intention. Just now and again remember that this is the speed you want it to move at, 11 2/3. And think 11 2/3 while you're toning. So once you've got the tone rolling and building up, just take a couple of seconds out and go, yeah, all right. 11 2/3, 11 2/3.
I used to sing it. I used to go 11
yeah.
2/3.
And you can sing it out loud if you want to. You can alternate between the tone and the, you know, the speed. But do it either way, whichever's comfortable. So, on 3 we'll go. Now, if you need to, just go steadily, please. I mean, it's a hard floor, we don't want any casualties. Use your thumb, if you need to. There's a trick that Ashana introduced, which is used on Broadway and other places when dancers are training. And apparently it helps to stop you from falling over. Okay?
The world goes by, but your focus stays fixed, so you don't get dizzy. And
1.
Hold it in closer so you can...
2. 3.
You don't need the thumb, you don't have to use it.
Try and increase the volume a little bit and increase the speed of the rotation a little bit. Don't stop. I want a little bit more from you. More volume. Good. Gently slow down. Gently slow down. Bring the tone down gracefully. Don't drop it. Bring the tone down gracefully. Don't drop it. It's like a baby. Don't drop it. Slowly, 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 slowly. Three rounds. Om Shaddai Ureya Kunta. Slow down slowly and gracefully. Look after the tone as you bring it down. And yourself. Gently.
That one gets it going even more in the head, doesn't it? The curve is kind of going like
Okay, 3 full rounds of the Omeda, both verses, and just stand still. That was quite intense for some people, so just be still. Okay, away we go. Omeda ipatuma, Omeda ipatuma, patuma edita ekuna, Omeda ipatuma, Tretila idarna, Tretila idarna, Dharamai Kremta Efuna, Omeda ipatuma. A little bit quicker. Omeda ipatuma, Omeda ipatuma, patuma edita ekuna, Omeda ipatuma, Tretila idarna, Tretila idarna, Dharana ekuna ekuna, Omeda ipatuma. A little quicker. Omega ipatuma, Omega ipatuma, patuma edita ekuna,
that again.
You're too fast.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was a lunar salutation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's okay.
Anyway, that was the beginning of learning Merkaba healing. What you've managed to do is you should get several hours out of your Merkabas actually spinning in the right rotation now. And if you start to feel funny, that's because your body's so used to it spinning in the wrong rotation. It'll stabilize and it'll balance out if you feel funny. If you went too fast, you'll feel funny too. We've had people, unfortunately, kind of go really fast in the beginning when they never did it before because it seems like it's simple. And they really got dizzy and actually fell down because your head can do loops afterwards, especially with the electrical one. Because it literally gets the electrical fields around your head and in your head going shoom, shoom, shoom. I got mine going pretty fast that time and I stopped and kind of went, oh boy. If people knew the states you could reach with just organic energy running, there'd never be a drug problem in the world. You don't need that stuff. You can get out there without it. Yeah. Okay. Now, the salutations and the Vecca code inductions and the running of at least the Maharic quick seal, which I believe is technique 6 in the books you have. It's a quick version of running the Maharic seal, so it happens fast, and then it becomes an insta-seal after a while. If you would do those 3 things every day, every second day, even every third day, within a year, you would have a whole lot more of yourself in body, and you'd know a whole lot more now, because your body and your higher self would start teaching you things. These are some of the core programs to begin working with. We're bringing Dance of Life out in March. There's a whole series of other codes, the mid-Veccas and the low Veccas, that are important too, because they work with the lower bodies that we're trying to heal right now. And there's also the Sariyas, which are physical exercises. So they not only will affect the energy systems, but they will affect your bodies directly too. So there are, even a person in a wheelchair can do some of them, so it's not something that you have to be in training for 6 months to be able to do. But this is a program of daily life skills, master's life skills. What did breatharians do to stay breatharians? This is the stuff they did to make their systems work. So it's the beginning of a journey that literally can lead to, if you want it to, great life changes. What's at the end of that journey? All sorts of things. Possibly walking through a portal and finding out we've never been alone on this planet, we only thought we were. If you got your Merkaba working, that's a potential for you. If you don't have your Merkaba working, it's not a potential at all. So, there's a lot of things that it makes it worth doing weird stuff like spinning in circles and singing songs. There's a part of us that's been told, oh, to look at that, how weird. It sounds like a revivalist group or something. You know what I mean, as we get going. Yeah? But there's a sacred beauty to the tones that we're running and the purpose that we're running it for. So if you can get past the culturally programmed embarrassment factors of we're doing something different than what we're taught is what we're supposed to be doing, that's why it might feel embarrassing. I hope you'll stick with it. I hope you'll work with it, because I think you will create great results for yourselves. And I think, is that all?
Bless you, and good night. We look forward to seeing as many of you as you can come next weekend.